Hello everybody and a very good evening. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for, well, what has been an unbelievably busy day. I can't tell you how busy today's been. I said it earlier on, it seems to be like that we've got great launch after great launch after great launch, and I keep saying that this next launch is the biggest launch of the year, then this next launch is the biggest launch of the year. Today we have had such a huge launch on our brand new Duet ink pads. The good news is, and we'll get into this in just a minute, if you have just joined us thinking, oh, it's the first show I've been able to see, have we still got them available? We do still have the Showstopper available. It is hanging on by a thread. We have got 40 opportunities left for you to grab the Showstopper on our Duet ink pad collection. That is everything within said Showstopper, and it also gives 40 people the opportunity then to buy a second bundle of the ink pads on their own with a 50% discount. Getting so excited, I'm getting messages coming through on my watch saying, is it too late? No, it isn't, but I'm gonna just mute the watch now, because I can't be dealing with all of these people messaging me whilst I'm trying to do all the fans Anyway, there's 40 of these left now, £120 or $160. I will go through all of this in just a few moments' time, but also to come on the show tonight, we've got the brand new magazine. We're going to be looking at things alongside, we've got the Bohemian Collection on the show, we've got those summer Meadow pads there back on the show, plus towards the end of the show we do have some sneaky little previews for you as well. But it is not just me over the course of the show, it is the one and only fellow runner over the other side of the studio, slightly quicker than me. It is the one and only Lilly Fletcher, all right?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. It's been a busy old day, isn't it? It's been a busy day.
Has. Oh my goodness. I mean, let's be honest, we did call it. We thought it was going to be a super, super busy day. These ink pads are absolutely amazing, and I'm just so pleased that you guys at home are just as excited as we are about these. You're going to have such a treat when you get them home. But if you've not secured yours already, make sure you jump in as soon as you can. Not got many left. Oh, we've got down below 40 now. You're going to have to get in as quick as you can. But like we say, not just ink pads on this show, we've got lots of other goodies coming up too. Bohemian Collection, one of my absolute favourites. Got some amazing paper pads. You know, I think of a 12 by 12 paper pad, I can never get enough. So you're going to want to make sure you join us for the full 2 hours. It's certainly going to be a fun and action-packed show, that is for sure.
And I think we're going to have opportunity, aren't we, to squeeze in another demo with the Duet ink pads. Going to use the magazine as well. You've obviously had a play with these. Why do you love the ink pads so much?
Well, I was super, super lucky. On Saturday, we actually did our first look of these ink pads. Gave you a little sneak peek, and you guys were getting excited then and thinking, you know, when can we get them? And now is the time to get them. Why I love these so much is there's something a little bit different. I mean, I'm very lucky that I've got all the other ink pads that we do already. So whenever we bring out a new ink pad, it's got to do something a little bit different, because quite frankly, there's no point having an ink pad if it's just the same as what we've already got. Now, if you watched the shows earlier, you will have seen Leanne say that these are actually now going to be her go-to ink pad. Anybody new to crafting, and they can ask Leanne, you know, what ink pad shall I go to first? If I'm only going to get one sort of ink pad, what shall I go for? And for Leanne, she's now going to be saying the Duet ink pads.
Yes.
You can do so many techniques. The most sort of technique-based ink pad that we've ever done here at Crafters Companion. You've got that ability to blend, to layer, to do all your ombre results, but it's giving you that chalky finish, that incredible matte, very rich, very opaque in terms of the colour. You're getting that chalky finish with these, which is different to any of your other ink pads. But you can do so many techniques. You can do your stamping, you can do your heat embossing, you can paint with them like we're going to look at in just a little bit. You can do all that blending, you can still ink your edges, you can still ink your embossing folders, letter pressing, oh my goodness, the list goes on and on and on, and all with that incredible pigmented chalky finish. These are amazing. 39 left. You're going to want to grab yours while you still can. Absolutely right.
And if you do get a chance to go back and watch those shows, make sure you do, because so many great demos with Leanne, and so many techniques, and just kind of the way that these ink pads can develop before your very eyes, the way that they evolve with all the different ways that you can use them, and the fact, like Lily was saying, that you can kind of layer upon layer upon layer with these. I mean, you are just going to have the best time working with them. There are only, though, 38 opportunities left for you to get your hands on the Showstopper. Showstopper. These are the 12 colours that you're going to be receiving in the set. They all come, as you just saw with Lily there, in that brand new style, that design of ink pad as well. So beautiful ergonomical design on these, making it really, really easy for you to be able to take these to your hand, take these straight into your cardstock and get working with them. All 12 colours you're still going to be able to get within the bundle. You then get on top of that your Easy Grip mat. This again, you know, I saw this earlier on and I thought, what, just a random sort of mat, why do we need that? Again, this is absolutely brilliant for, well, making the whole process easier for you, because it grips to your surface and it grips whatever is on top of it as well. So as Leanne was kind of showing us a little bit earlier on, to quite comedic effect, when you're trying to like ink up your brush, you're sometimes chasing your pad all around your tabletop, aren't you? And before you know it, you've worked up a sweat trying to get the ink on the pad. This stops it for you. You get one of these included in here, and what Leanne was doing was actually snipping it down to size. It's entirely up to you how you use yours, but that is a really, really handy piece to have in there. The blending brushes as well, again, we'll see these with Lily in just a few moments time, but you get 5 of these included within the set. It is now the only way to be able to pick up the blending brushes. We had those individually as an individual bundle of 5. They sold out, I think, in the first half hour, certainly the first hour of the launch show. So you get 5 of those included within the set too. And then of course we give you all of the stamps, all of the stencils. And once again, go back and watch Leanne, go back and see the demos that she did. There is plenty for you to be able to see over the course of Wake Up Call, and of course during the launch itself. You're going to get your Wildflower Meadow, these beautiful mandalas also included in here. So the fact that we give you these smaller little sort of texture stamps, if you like, and sentiments included in there too. You've got the beautiful butterflies, and then the one which we saw Leanne use on more than one occasion was this beautiful set here, the Fairy Glade. This is the one, if you're watching the show earlier on, that she, well, quite shockingly, cut into. I've never seen that happen before.
Have you not?
No, I've never seen anyone cut into the stamps.
It's a good technique.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been known to cut a few stamps in half in my time.
What are you lot like? But that is all included as far as your stamps are concerned. And then, of course, you're going to be doing so much with your stencils too. And we set you off on a good route as far as the stencils are concerned, with 4 bundles of stencils, 3 within each of the sets. You've got your decorative trio here. This one gives you more of a sort of like textured effect, if you like. This is your textile trio. You're also getting in there this, which is your opulent trio. Really love, I'm always drawn to the roses. I really love those. And that sort of damask effect as well that you've got here. And then you're going to receive the set of stylish stencils. And again, this one you will see being used ad infinitum during the course of the first 2 shows. Really, really lovely stencils. So you're getting 12 stencils in total, all of the stamps, the 12 ink pads, the mat, all of those brushes as well. But there are only now 38 opportunities to grab this. £120 platinum, 37 opportunities left. $160 if you're shopping in the US. That's your free shipping, of course, isn't it, as well? But for those 37 people who are left to grab this, that also opens up the opportunity for you to grab another bonus buy on the ink pad. So you can buy this, pop the other ink pad bundle that we've got into your basket, and you'll get that for half price when you buy the Showstopper. So this price here comes down to £28 for you if you're platinum, which is crazy, really. Again, I don't know why we do these deals. It's absolutely crazy. No wonder they're flying out the door, and you're down to what, about $40, aren't you, if you're buying this with the Showstopper, getting 12 more of those for half the price. But go quickly. As I'm talking here, I'm going to have to hurry up, because by the time I've finished, there'll be none left for Lily's demo. 36 of those left now. We're going to incorporate also the magazine in this first demo too. So this was launched last week, the Crafters Inspiration Magazine Box 2, $11.99 or $19.96. I won't dwell on this too much for now, but you will still get 50 bonus points within this, which is what we did at launch. So we've held the launch price, we've held the launch deal for you as well. But again, the reason why this was flying out the door, not only are you getting all of the inspiration, not only are you getting all of the ideas that you would expect from our amazing magazines, but it's jam-packed full of ideas with the Bohemian Collection, and also the content that you get, because we always give you the freebies, we always give you items to be working in there with as well. The items that you get within this are Bohemian. Oh, and they've all fallen out of here, typical. But you're getting dies, you're getting embossing folders, and you're getting stamps, which are from the Bohemian Collection, but which are exclusive to the magazine. So I think that's why so many people were picking this up after we launched the Bohemian Collection last week, because they've got all the inspiration in here. They've got more stamps, more dies, and then more papers to be working with as well, all included within the cost of the magazine. £11.99 or $19.96, plus your 50 bonus points as well on top of all of that. And as you said, Lily's going to be doing a demo with the magazine and incorporating those brand new pads in there as well. Let's say a few hellos and then we'll get going. Lots of you already in. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials. Colleen joins us from Florida. Hello. Amy Shellmeyer is in, saying it's a cloudy, cool morning in LA. Jenny Barger is in. Hello from Ohio. Hi, Barbara R from Indiana. Lynn Morton's in. Tim C's in, saying hi to the amazing and talented Lily.
Oh, thank you.
And Ben and the rest of the crew. We've got Johnny and Charlotte in the gallery tonight. Carol D says, good morning from CA. I'm so excited for the launch today and the HSN Craft Day. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink.
Pigs are in.
Oink, oink, oink to you too. Stephanie Theodore says, hello from everyone. Farmingdale, New Jersey. Just got back from learning pickleball. This is brilliant. I need the oink, oink, oink explanation. I also need to know what pickleball is. Stephen's joined us. Sharon's joined us from Rockville. Carletta says good evening from Arkansas. Pamela Greeley says good evening. Hi, Hayley Ralph says hope you're all having a great day. Diane Cadman is in. Mary Beth Doyle is in from Minnesota. Sarah's in, saying hi, Ben, Lily, and the Crafters TV team. Joke book's on the way to you, Sarah. Yes. I was down the warehouse earlier on doing some filming. I found, I mean, there weren't many left. There's only one or two. 100 boxes. No, there are only one or two of them lying around, so I grabbed you one. And hi to Carol D, who says, I accidentally ordered 2 sets of the ink pads from HSN. I was so amped up to get them, I didn't notice that I put them in my cart twice. Oops, my bad. Ordered my Showstopper earlier, says Crafty Angie, early this morning. Lovely to have you with us. As always, get in touch if you want to ask any questions, if you want to tell us what you've been shopping for today, or if you just want to join in with the crafty banter, feel free to do so. But let's get on over to Lily as we find out about Oink 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 and Pickleball. What are you going to be crafting for us?
Well, I'm going to, of course, incorporate those fabulous ink pads. And the brilliant thing about these ink pads is it doesn't matter what your crafty style is, it doesn't matter what you've already got in your collection. These are going to work with so many things that you've already got. So they can sort of add a little bit, breathe a little bit of life into your crafty stash, and maybe just give you a few more ideas for stuff that you've already got, maybe you've not used in a while. However, brand new things. Of course, we've got this fabulous new magazine, only launched on Friday, and it is absolutely brilliant. So much inspiration in here. You're getting over 100 different projects from a range of different designers. So lots of different styles, skill levels as well. So absolutely fabulous to be able to have this in your crafty stash. Just if perhaps you've got a little bit of a block when it comes to your crafting, your crafty mojo is a little bit down, then this is going to be absolutely brilliant. As if that wasn't enough to get all that inspiration, we're also giving you lots of free crafty goodies as well. And the projects in the magazine all centre around these goodies. So perhaps you've not got a lot in your crafty stash already, this is going to be perfect, because not only are we giving you the ideas, we're actually giving you the products to work with as well, which is brilliant. But of course, we're going to use the amazing Duet ink pads alongside some of the goodies from the magazine. So we're going to take to start with one of these stamps from this gorgeous stamp set. Absolutely love these designs, and you'll notice, and like Ben said earlier, this is part of the Bohemian Collection, but these are actually exclusive to the magazine. So if you've not seen the magazine yet, you will not have seen this stamp set before. Absolutely exclusive to the magazine. So if you've already got your Bohemian and you want to create that collection, definitely get your magazine. So what we've done to start with is we've taken that gorgeous moon and star stamp, we've just stamped it out onto a piece of watercolour cardstock using a waterproof ink pad just in Noir Black. I'm going to do a little bit of watercolouring using these fabulous ink pads. So I think we'll start off with our waterfall. Now the brilliant thing about these is they're going to give you that chalky finish, but they allow you to create so many different techniques. What they are is a pigment-based ink pad that's fused with a titanium oxide binder, and that's what's going to give you that sort of oxidized effect over time. When you add your water, you get that sort of evolution of the technique and of the effect as it sort of goes on over time. So they're absolutely incredible to sort of watch that evolve and that technique take shape. Let's go on with our waterfall, and you can see we've got that lovely ergonomic shape to these, really easy to hold in the hand, making them super simple to work with. Now, what I always say is it's very, very important when we're working with water, a water brush, a paintbrush, whatever it may be, and an ink pad, never take a wet paintbrush straight to your ink pad, because what you'll end up doing is diluting the ink that you've got within that pad. Absolutely not what we want. So what we're going to do is going to take a non-porous surface, so something like your glass mat is going to be absolutely perfect, and we're just going to dab out some of our ink onto there. Wet paintbrush, I prefer to use a paintbrush with water rather than a water brush, but it's completely up to you, whatever you find easiest. And we're just going to add a little bit of water, just a normal bit of water, you know, nothing fancy, nothing special. Pot of water to the side of me, and I'm just going to start painting with that ink.
Yeah.
Now, the more water we're adding, the more dilute that's going to be and the less intense the colour. As we start to build up those layers and start to build up that intensity of colour, we'll add a little bit less water, and that will start to give us our shade and tone onto our image. So you can see how simple it is to actually watercolour using an ink pad.
Yeah.
So just one of the many, many techniques that we can be doing with these fabulous ink pads. So very simple, just to start to bring this image together. And of course, this could be any stamp at all that you've got in your crafty stash. We're just using the stamp from the magazine because it works so perfectly. And of course, you're going to want to be getting that brand new magazine.
Absolutely.
Perhaps
Nice, like you say, isn't it? Just to have there for when the crafty mojo's flown away. Just to have a little read through and get you started again, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I craft every day, I have to say. I absolutely love crafting.
First thing in the morning, last thing at night. You make me laugh sometimes, and I sort of like, you know, manage to sort of just about stumble out of bed and, you know, eat a bit of breakfast and sort of make me notes for the day, and already you've like, oh, I've been in my craft room for 2 hours before work.
Well, yeah, I was in there at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Was that before or after the run?
Oh, see, day after day. Day off, yeah. Because with being here a little bit late, it would be about 10 o'clock at night before I went out. So day off this morning, plenty of crafting this morning, and then when I get back tonight, I'll be back in the craft room playing, that is for sure.
So good.
But even though I do craft every day, we all have days when, you know, we go into our craft room and we think, right, I really want to create something, but I'm not quite sure what I want to create. I'm not feeling particularly inspired. Perhaps you're looking at your products and you're thinking, do you know what, I'm not quite sure where to start. Picking up a magazine like this, then it's going to be the absolutely perfect place to start. You've got all that inspiration. But for me, the thing that makes the real difference is the fact that you've got the product there included in the magazine. So perhaps you've not got a lot of our products, I say yet, you know, there's still time. Not many products yet, but you'll have all of those items already included that magazine, so you can start to craft straight out the box, which is absolutely brilliant. And I think as well that makes it brilliant as a gift. Perhaps somebody you're wanting to get them into crafting, perhaps they've looked at the cards you've made and sort of say, do you know what, I want to give that a go, but they're not quite sure where to start, then this is going to be the perfect gift to actually give somebody who is new to their crafting.
That's it. Colleen wants to know what kind of paper you're using currently.
Just watercolour card.
Yeah.
So it's our regular Crafter's Companion watercolour card stock. I would definitely stock up on that. It's perfect for use when you're doing this technique. Just because we are adding a fair bit of water, I definitely recommend a watercolour card. If you are just doing your blended backgrounds with your ombres and just blending one colour into another, I'd say multi-purpose is absolutely fine and will work perfectly. But when you're adding a fair amount of water like we are here, then I'd definitely go for your watercolour card.
Just say a few hellos whilst we're watching you. Sarah Lee, he's in. Lynn Morton joins us, saying, evening Ben and Lily, all the team from a pretty nice Newcastle. Oh, by the way, sorry, I was just reading. We've got 19 left of these.
How did that go down so quick?
That's 20 gone in the last 20 minutes.
Okay, craft quick, Lily. Come on, quick.
Quick, Lily, go! Hurry up! Sorry, Lynn, we're just saying hello to you. Sorry, producer Johnny interrupted
Johnny's fault.
Very
Blame
rude.
Johnny.
Zoe's joining us from West Sussex. Lois is in from Ohio. Gareth's in. Good luck tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it, Gareth? You're driving. Is it tomorrow? Your driving test? Good luck.
Oh, good luck, Gareth. Doing better than me, that's for sure.
Are you still doing that?
No, I've got 2 legs. You know, I gave up on the wheels.
Johnny says she's faster than driving. To be fair, sometimes with the traffic out there, you probably are faster.
I'm faster than the bus, that's for sure. That's not saying much, is it?
Oh dear, I keep trying, because you guys will know, if you follow me on Insta, I know I post about lots of things, but I obviously do my runs and I do me park runs. I posted my fastest ever time over the weekend.
Did see.
And I keep trying to get Lily, because if you think I'm quick, you know, doing sort of like the low 20 minutes, Lily, well, you can tell everyone. So you'd run a 5K in about what?
I've not done a part run for a few years, but I think around about 18 minutes. But that was hilly. That was Sheffield, so that was hilly.
So Darlow, you'd probably do in about 17. You'd win it. You'd win Darlington. I wanted to. You've got to come and do a part run with me at some point. So I'll be like this. The winner. That's my mate there. That's my mate. 3 miles, 3.2 miles it is. 3.2
miles, yeah.
It is crazy.
It's funny because I measure all my runs in miles, not kilometres. I'm old.
Yeah, I switch between the two, but in my mind, kilometres. I run in kilometres because it's easier to do a kilometre than a mile.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goes so much quicker. But yes, fantastic runner as well as a fantastic crafter, our Lily. Hi, Kirsty D, who's joined us saying good evening. The sun's shining now in Teesside after the downpour and the thunder. Faye's in saying, hey, Ben, Lily and everyone from Faye in Kent.
Hello.
And Roseanne Carbone says, hello, Lily and Ben.
Hello.
And the entire team and all my fellow crafties. And in case you were wondering, Sharon Super says, pickleball is an indoor or outdoor racket paddle sport where 2 players or 4 players hit a perforated hollow plastic ball over a 36-inch high net using solid-faced paddles. Opponents on either side of the net hit the ball back and forth until one side commits a rule infraction. So it's kind of like tennis with a hollowed out ball. Yeah. Pickleball. Well, there you go.
Never heard of it. Learn something new.
One to try. How are we getting on?
Absolutely. Anyway, that is our image all watercoloured. How super easy was that to do? Just using a few of the different colours can watercolour our own images. So don't just think about stamping, don't just think about inking your edges or doing all your techniques with your inky backgrounds. Think about actually using these like a paint. Now, perhaps what we think of more traditionally to use an ink pad for, inking your edges, and we can still absolutely do that.
Look at the screen.
Oh my gosh! Wow, they are literally disappearing in front of our very eyes.
If you want the full collection, you've got to check out now. They're going to go. Don't sit and watch. I mean, do sit and watch Lily's demo. Don't watch Lily.
Don't watch me. It's awful, that. Don't watch. Look away.
I didn't mean that. There's 5 left now. Just hearing. You've got to get these quickly. Sorry, Lily.
Absolutely. But no, honestly, you want that full collection. It's not an if. It is. You definitely want them. So not only have we painted our own topper, we've also inked the edges. Right, let's leave that to one side for a second. We're going to show you another technique. So I'm taking a piece of this time, it's actually a multi-purpose card, just because we're not going to be adding any water, and taking that embossing folder that we are getting included in that magazine. All we're going to do is pop our cardstock into our embossing folder and run it through our die cutting machine. Now, with it being a regular 2D embossing folder, it's just your 2 clear cutting plates through your Gemini. Super easy. One pass through, we're going to get that beautifully embossed design. And I have to say, I absolutely love this feather design. I think for me, it's going to end up being one of those go-tos that I use time and time again. I think I'll be mixing and matching this as well with the items that I've got from the, I suppose, the regular Bohemian Collection, if you want to call it that. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And look at that beautiful deep emboss that we've got on there.
Stunning.
One pass through the machine, but quite frankly, it's not good enough. Come on, let's show it off a little bit better. Let's bring in these fabulous ink pads. So we've already painted with them, we've already inked our edges, and now let's use them to highlight our embossed design.
What do you think of these new brushes, personally?
Oh my gosh.
Big fan?
They are absolutely brilliant. I have to say, yes, I did have to have 2 packs. So the reason they've sold out, I've definitely contributed to that, but they are incredible. The thing about these is, I know year in, year out, I've used my blending tools, your little sponge ones, and I will still continue to use those for all my other types of inks. But I have to say, I tried these inks with my blending tools.
Yeah.
Yes, I admit I was a little bit sceptical. I thought, well, I've used my blending tools for years. I've never had an issue. Why do I need a brush?
Yeah.
So I did what I always do. I thought, right, I'll try it out. So I tried out my blending tools, then I tried out the brushes, and then you can see the massive difference. The beauty of these blending brushes is that they've been designed specifically for use with these Duet ink pads. What happens because of the density of the bristles, and they are so soft, they are amazing. The density of the bristles means that the ink sits on the surface rather than being sucked into the bristles, which means that you're going to get that lovely lay down of colour, but you're also not going to waste that ink through it being sucked down into the bristles. Also makes them dead easy to clean as well.
Yes.
You can basically just wipe them on a damp sleeve.
Yeah,
spritz it, wipe it on a bit of kitchen towel, and you're good to go. And quite frankly, we hate the cleanup. The cleanup bit is the worst part of crafting, so anything that's going to make our lives easier when it comes to the cleanup, I am definitely all for, but you're going to have to get these. I'm hoping we're going to get these back in stock, but of course, if you're one of the, is it 5 people left?
Yeah.
You're lucky enough to get that Showstopper, you're going to get a pack of those included. Now that's inking with our Waterfall and our Awakening Forest. Nice technique there, you can see that nice blend onto the embossing. Just think a little bit different, exactly the same embossing folder, that's just letter pressing with a few of the different colours. So that's yet another technique that you can do with these fabulous ink pads. I don't know, trying to decide which one should we pop on the card. Should we go for our letter pressing or our blended? Should we go for letter pressing?
I think.
Definitely save that for another card, that lovely blended background, but it's just showing you another way in which you can use these ink pads. Honestly, it's one of these, you'll get them home. Your mind will be whirring with all the different techniques you can do. And I think once you start playing, you'll be coming up with more and more and more ideas. And I just hope that you guys are going to share all those ideas with us as well. I can't wait to see what you're all creating, because I have had
exciting.
So much fun playing with mine. I know you guys are going to be exactly the same. So let's bring back in that topper that we watercoloured super quickly, and then we inked our edges. Let's pop that onto a little bit of black card. Doesn't that just make it pop with that gorgeous blue colour tone? Now what we've done with this next piece is we've taken that same embossing folder, but what you'll see is my piece of cardstock is actually slightly too large for the embossing folder. Now I knew that this strip was going to go over that left hand side, so all I've done is I've actually run the embossing folder through twice. I know I've got that join there, but I'm not worrying about that at all, because I know that the strip is going to stick over there, so it's going to sort of hide that join, which is absolutely perfect. I think, do you know what, while we're at it, we'll ink the edges ever so slightly of this white piece just to pull that out a little bit more. So I think I won't even have to re-ink my brush. I'll have a little bit left on my blending brush. I can just very lightly go around the edges just to pick out that embossed design that little bit more. But like I say, when we add that strip onto that left-hand side, no one will know that the embossing folder was actually slightly too small for my piece of cardstock, which is perfect. And of course the embossed design and the de-embossed design will work with this folder. It's almost like a 2-for-1, which is quite nice to have a couple of different options when you're working with this one. And then let's pop that onto a piece of our black cardstock again, just to tie everything together, tying in the mats and layers from our topper and our background. And then we're going to pop this onto a card base. Black card you will find on the website, and then the card base I've used my just my standard white multi-purpose card, and it's a top fold, a 10th fold card base for this one. Let's bring in this strip, and I think we'll have this on a little bit of foam just to lift that proud from our card base.
Yeah.
So foam tape onto the back of that, and then we'll stick this, making sure we're hiding our join on that left hand side. Let's stick that towards the left of the card. Our topper, we're going to stick that down, so get some foam tape onto that side there, and then another little piece there just to make sure that's nice and supported in the middle. Ooh, peeling the backs off can sometimes be one of those, especially when it gets a little bit warmer like it is.
Is it just me, or is it absolutely roasting in here?
Do you know
today?
what, when I say I'm warm, you know it's warm, and I am warm.
I know, I've had to open the doors, and we've got the team outside getting ready for some HSN shows and whatnot, because normally we'd shut the doors so that you can't hear the hubbub outside, but we've got to open them today because it's like a sauna in here.
Yeah.
So warm. Because it's so warm outside, it's about like 15 degrees today, isn't it?
Yeah, you know when I walk in and say it's warm, you know it's warm.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is warm in here, I have got to say. But hopefully it's a sign that spring's on the way.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I want to be sat outside colouring. That's what I want to be doing, not sheltered inside in the cold.
Heat wave next week.
Really?
That's what I've heard. Yeah, getting warmer as we head towards the weekend. And yeah, I thought his mate was... and Johnny's in work for 5 days on the trot. There we go.
Don't worry, Johnny. I've got about 7 on the trot, so you know we're in this together. Yeah, we won't see the sun. But look how simple, how quick and easy it is to create with your magazine and those amazing Duet ink pads. Just showing how you can mix and match them with everything you've already got in your crafty stash, or perhaps something else new you're going to be picking up tonight. A little bit of letter pressing, ink in your embossing folders, ink in your edges, and of course watercolouring. How quick, simple and easy was that? But I have to say, I think that looks really quite pretty.
It does, it's incredible. And do you know what, I haven't got time to go through the Showstopper again, because I would say this is probably like a technical sellout now, because you talk about 5, there's so many of you now doing that last minute thing and going, oh, I'll get the Showstopper. It's going to be too late. If you've not got this in your basket right now, and if you're not hitting that checkout button, you're missing out, I'm telling you. I think the next time that our computers catch up, Johnny's computer's crashed, we're that busy. I'm telling you, if you want this, you need to be checking out now. People are going to be missing out in their droves who've left it late. The Showstopper is about to go, so please, please, please get that checked out right now. We can help you with the magazine. No more stock of that available for you. And again, particularly if you picked up the Bohemian Collection, and maybe you just picked up kind of bits and pieces of that over the last few days, then you'll want to grab this because it is jam-packed full, again, of inspiration, particularly with the Bohemian Collection. There's loads of projects in there and lots of projects to suit kind of all levels of ability when it comes to crafting. And that's the genius thing about this magazine. Basically, you've got beautifully detailed projects, so you know, if you are fairly new to this, you're good to go. If you are someone perhaps who is a little bit more experienced, but as we've talked about, are a little bit lost on the old Crafty Mojo front, you're good to go. And I won't show you all of the pages here, but it's worth bearing in mind as we flick through that you have got projects right throughout this. Also projects with that Colour Your World collection, which I know loads and loads of you picked up. But look at that, front to back, all the way through the middle, and right to the back page, you've got projects, ideas, designs, hints, tips, and demonstrations for you. So that's why the magazine in itself, I think, is invaluable. As we've already discussed as well, you're going to get more of those papers included too. And once again, follows the theme of the beautiful papers that you will have got within the Bohemian Collection. And actually, if you haven't yet picked up the magazine, do it, because you'll know a lot of the papers that we had with the original Bohemian Collection have now sold out. So this, though, is a great way for you to be able to pick up some more of those beautiful designs. You'll also notice within all of the gorgeous papers that we've got for you here, you do have lots of other elements as far as the toppers and little tags are concerned, which weren't in the initial pad. So again, that's a nice little added extra. They come with the magazine, and then of course, as we've been discussing, you get all of this extra content, all of these extra stamps and dies and embossing folders that you didn't get within the Bohemian Collection. So it's all kind of exclusive to the magazine, but of course they sort of follow on, nice little bolt on really of extras, like this moon here, that crescent moon done in that Bohemian style. You've seen that in the collection in die form, in embossing folder form. We now do it in the stamp for you within this collection. So you get that included with some other beautiful stamps. Then you're going to get this die set as well. And again, it's quite nice because that is another sort of like build your own dream catcher, isn't it, if you like. There's one of those in the full collection. However, it's different to this. So you can use this individually. You can mix and match it up. It just extends that collection even further for you. And then you've got that embossing folder, the one that Lily was just using a few moments ago. Once again, you do get a 2D embossing folder within the main collection. It's different to the one that you're getting here. So it's all exclusive hardware within the magazine, with those papers, with all of that content. £11.99 or $19.96 if you're platinum, plus you're going to get 50 bonus points. It's the same deal that we did when we launched this last week. Can I just tell you, we have opportunity now. I don't know what you're dilly-dallying about here and what you're waiting for. Two people. If you were like that going, oh, well, I don't think I'll bother now because I'm not going to get it. Next two people. Shall we just wait? Shall we just wait for those next two people to check out? There you go, it's on the screen. If you don't believe me, it's up there. Look, two people can get the Showstopper collection. Get that checked out. Two more people get it. The rest of you miss out. It is fastest fingers first. Don't blame me if you miss out now. I have given you fair warning, so please make sure that you get that checked out right now. Still two? It does take our computer systems a little bit longer to catch up. Don't blame me. Don't blame Lily.
Don't blame me.
Don't blame Johnny.
Okay.
Don't blame Charlotte. We are just having a look. Don't blame Liam. He's just coming. It's not his fault if you miss out. That's not what I'm talking about. It's fine. Don't worry. We've got two of the Showstoppers left. Yeah. So don't blame anyone if you miss out. There you go, Liam.
Just buy.
Just buy.
Buy it now.
Gorgeous Lily, says Hayley. Cute card, Lily, says Carol. Angie says, beautiful Lily. Lily's card made me cave, says Kathy Weirback. Thanks, she says. And the embossing folder is going to be so useful to go with the Peacock and the Masquerade Ball collections too.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
There is a lovely crossover from the Bohemian Collection, I think, with those two collections. Now, talking of the Bohemian Collection, we've put together a selection of the collection, all right, because you guys, when we launched this last week, decimated the stock. A lot of the consumables have now gone, but we do still have some elements of the... I just want to know when those final 2 disappear. I kind of need to know when they're gone. It's going to bug me if like you're there going, oh, I'm not going to get it. 2 left! Quick! No. Come on! Literally 2. Charlotte can't believe it. She's like, is this 2? Is this literally 2 hanging on? Yes, there's literally 2, Charlotte. As soon as they go, I will let you know. The Bohemian Collection. This is what I can offer you from this collection. It's the majority of the papers that have disappeared. However, if you've hung on and you've decided that you want to get what's left of the collection, we do still have some of the amazing hardware from this set, like this beautiful Wild Feathers die. It's like a creator card, really, isn't it? And do you know what? Who was it who commented a few moments ago? It was Carol D, just saying the elements that you've got in here will have that crossover with Masquerade, that will have that crossover with the Peacock collection. There is a great case in point for you right there. It's a stunning, stunning set. That is the first item that you're going to get in this collection. Tons and tons of stencils in here as well. So slightly bigger ones, if you do those bigger projects, you've got your Boho Bliss in here. You've then got some absolutely stunning smaller stencils. That mandala, absolutely beautiful. Think how much fun you can be having with these with your new Duet ink pads as well.
Yes.
I mean, you're joking me. If you've ordered this, if you're waiting for this to come through, alongside those new Duet ink pads, amazing. There's that beautiful crescent moon once again. So you've got that now. If you've gone for the magazine in stamp form and you've got it in stencil form, we did have it in die form, but I think that's gone out of this bunch. No, it isn't. It is still there. It is still there. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. You've got the beautiful feather in there too. Then you've got, as far as dies are concerned, there he is. This one here, the Crescent Moon Dreamcatcher, which everybody's been chatting about as one of those dies which will kind of like go down in history of one of the dies that you need to kind of have had.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely stunning, and you'll have seen some great demos with that over the course of the last week or so. That's included. There are stamp and dies in here, so more feathers. Again, you know, kind of taking you through lots of multiple collections that we've had, like the Masquerade Ball. This is that enchanting floral feather. Wonderful stamp here with 3 beautiful sentiments. This is the stamp that Sara used on, when did we launch these? Was it last Wednesday or Thursday? Was it even Friday?
It was Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
I think so.
One demo of the week though, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, on Sunday. Legitimate star on the board now. I'll not talk too loudly because she's just getting ready for it. But there's, how many she got there now? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, one legit.
Yeah.
And then you've also got, move on Ben, another embossing folder in here, so that gorgeous 2D embossing folder, again with that beautiful Dreamcatcher effect. You've got the Builder Dreamcatcher, so this similar to the Dreamcatcher set that you're getting within the magazine, but again, as you can see, different. You've got different elements there, more elements, and then that beautiful heart-shaped Dreamcatcher. You've got the stunning Bohemian fan, and then more stamps in here. So sentiments, the harmony and happiness. Such a positive set of stamps this. I absolutely love the sentiments which are coming your way, sort of free spirit, be true to you. You've got in there faith, before worry, celebrate life. There's some lovely sentiments in there that you can use for projects, for those sort of just because moments. You've got that beautiful boho lady, wild and free. And then the final sort of consumable elements that we've got available for you. You've got your tassels. I don't know why I gave them a shake, but you've got your tassels in there. 12 tassels, 6 colours, 2 of each. You've got matching ribbon in there as well. That beautiful seam binding ribbon. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Charms, I mean, just how stunning are those? 6 of those included. And then last but by no means least, I haven't got the pot, but we the kit, if you like, but we do give you a gilding flake kit as well. That does come with 2 pots of your gilding flakes in the colours that you're seeing here. You also get your glue, your stamp, and your sponge in there too. So, not the full collection, all right? If you did miss out on that, there are a few elements there that sold out. But for $63.20 or $85.60, it ain't a bad collection, is it? It is jam-packed full of all the goodies that you'll be wanting to work with. And if you did miss out on the papers, here's the thing. Pick this up, then at least you'll get the papers within the magazine, so you're halfway there. Right. Just before we move on, because I know we've got to move on, the Showstopper, producer Johnny's asked me to have words. There are still 2 left. If you've been watching all day, we have sold these in their hundreds, And if you're sat there thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? A, hurry up. And B, if you're thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get this. If you get this in your basket out and click, you'll get it, because we have 2 left. Legitimately, if you think I'm taking the mickey, we don't. There are 2 left for the first 2 people to click for the full collection, to get all of the ink pads, to get all of those stamps and the stencils and the mat. And it's the only way now, until we get them back in stock, that you can get those brushes. Next 2 people to check out, get it. Everyone else misses out. There is still opportunity for you. Go swiftly. Do it now, in the words of Arnie. Do it now. Right. Shall we? Maybe if we stop talking about Johnny, people will check out the last 2. Don't leave 2. Let's get over to the Bohemian Collection with Lily.
You just forgot my name.
Sorry, I'm just that's bugging me that we've got 2 left. Bugging me.
Okay.
I didn't forget your name.
Okay.
It just took me a second just to process. At least you didn't get called Greg, which is what Debbie Robinson called me the other day.
Greg?
Yes.
Where's that come from?
Greg, yeah, I don't know.
Too busy thinking about our dinner, a sausage roll.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. That's what it will be. Right.
Dear.
Bohemian Collection.
Bohemian, that is the one. Right, I love this collection. I have to say, when I first heard the name, I was like, okay, Bohemian, am I going to love it? Is it going to be one of my favourites? And then I actually saw the collection. Oh my gosh, I love this collection. Anything with feathers, I absolutely adore. And like Ben was saying earlier, and you guys at home have been saying this as well, this is going to work with so many of the other collections. I'm thinking the Angel collection, one of my personal favourites from last year, is going to work a treat. Some of our older collections, like your Masquerade Ball, like that fabulous Peacock collection, if you've still got that, this is just going to slot into your crafty stash absolutely seamlessly. And my goodness me, is it a stunning collection. So a little bit of a slap on the wrist for Lily. Am I going to love it? Absolutely, I am. Love working with this collection. Now, you know what I'm like for a shaker card. I do love me a shaker card. And when I first saw the Wild Feathers die set, the very first thing I thought was, right, this is going to be absolutely perfect for your shaker cards. And that's exactly what we're going to create with this demo. So taking the Wild Feathers die set, and I have to say, every time I hear the name Wild Feathers, all I can think of is wild horses. And now I've got that tune playing in my head. It's nothing to do with horses, it's wild feathers.
Definitely feathers.
Anyway.
But they're both wild.
They certainly are. Beautiful die set. So the fabulous thing about this is it's very much like a creator card die, just like Ben said. You've got that inner cut in detail and you've got that outer die if you want to cut it out as a panel. However, as we're creating a shaker card for this particular card that we're creating, we want a little bit more room around the edge, just so that we've got enough space to add in our foam tape. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of multi-purpose card, cut it down to 7 inches by 5 inches, so it's a little bit larger than that outer die, and we're not going to use the outer die for this particular piece we're cutting. So we're just going to take that inner cut in die. So taking our Gemini plates, some low tack tape that I've got here ready, and we're just going to tape this down into position in the very middle of this piece of cardstock. I'm not going to faff about and measure everything up, just going to do it by eye. It will be fine. If it looks straight to your eyes at this point, it definitely will be straight. Well, as long as it looks straight, that's all that matters.
There's one left.
One? Yeah. Come on, guys. Oh, can you imagine?
I'm just messing about on the website.
If you're that last person, if you get the very last one, can you imagine?
Yeah.
How exciting would that be? Honestly, guys, get it home. You need the brushes, you need that amazing mat, you need the ink pads. I mean, that goes without saying. Of course you need the ink pads. But you want all those accessories because they will make those ink pads such more of a joy to work with, as if they're not good enough as it is already. Getting all those accessories really does make the difference.
That's it.
Wow, can I just say, look at that. One pass through the die cutting machine and it's literally jumping out of the die. It's cut so absolutely beautifully. Wow, the level of detail in there. And I think, to me personally, it's got a look of almost like a laser cutting to this this particular die, I think. I think it's absolutely stunning. The levels of detail in there is absolutely amazing. If you want to be cutting that again in a contrasting colour and doing your drop shadow, absolutely, that's going to work a treat. That's going to look incredible. But how beautiful is that? Now, what we're going to do, of course, we're going to have to. while we still can, we're going to bring in some of our fabulous Duet ink pads.
Yes.
Looks lovely in the white, but let's add a little bit of colour just to highlight that detail even more. So let's go in with our Awakening Forest. Of course, using the blending brushes. If you want these, you're going to have to get yourself that Showstopper.
Don't scream and shout.
Oh no.
According to the website, it's now
sold out.
Sold out. It's gone. I got an out of stock message. Look, it's there. Look, gone. Out of stock. It's gone. Out of stock. Boom. Gone. Out of stock. Disappeared. Disappeared. Well done if you got it. The Showstopper has officially sold out. Well done, everybody, if you got that. Congratulations. Wow. Have you got it now, Johnny? Johnny's computer's behind. It makes me laugh. The website's quicker than Johnny's supercomputer in the gallery.
I'm not sure we can quite describe it as a supercomputer, but
that's it. Depends how much lettuce you give to the guinea pigs to pedal it. We do still have, if you want the ink pads available, you can get those. There you go. So that 12-piece collection, £56, $79.20. But the Showstopper has now officially sold out. So well done.
Wow, gosh, I cannot, well, I say I cannot believe, I can believe how quickly that's gone. Less than a day though, and my goodness, I saw how many of those we ordered.
It was a big stock, wasn't it?
And it was a lot because we knew they were going to be popular. We knew that Leanne was launching them. We know how passionate she is about all things sort of ink pad and all our different mediums and brand new products. At the end of the day, she develops them, for goodness sake. Of course, she's going to be passionate about them, but wow, how quickly that has gone.
If you're watching and you've literally just checked out in the last few minutes, can you tell me?
It's you.
Because it will be you who got the last one. I'd love to know who that was.
Wow, how exciting. But gosh, you're going to have so much fun playing with these. But of course, you can still get the ink pads on their own. So if you think, oh, do you know what, I've missed out. You have missed out on the Showstopper, but you've not missed out completely. You can still get those ink pads on their own, which is brilliant. Now just a little subtle blush of colour onto there using our Awakening Forest. Not an awful lot, but it does make a difference just to have that extra little bit of colour onto there. Stops it from being quite so stark white. Now all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start to add some of our red liner tape around the edge, ready to pop our acetate onto the reverse to start building up our shaker. Now I'm using the 3mm red liner tape. 6mm would work perfectly for this just because of the size that I've cut that border down to. Don't forget that piece of cardstock to start with was 7 inches by 5 inches. But your 12mm will be ever so slightly wide for this one. But do check out the website for those red liner tapes.
Can I tell you who got the final Showstopper?
Do we know who it is?
We think we do. Yes, I think I got the last Showstopper. I'm so happy. He says Dora Codd. Well done, Dora.
Congrats, Dora. Woo, woo.
Yes.
Woo.
That is fantastic. Dora saying that she just literally checked out in the last few minutes. So
how exciting.
Well done, Dora. Talk about leaving it till the last second.
Wow, yes.
Gee whiz, but well done, well done.
I mean, I have to say, the first template library, and talking of template libraries, stay tuned.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, that is another matter. The very first one, we sold out, I think it was the second show, and it wasn't the last one, it was probably about the last 10.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I think I was on the middle show, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get off the show, I need to check out my basket. Thankfully, I managed to get mine.
Got there in time.
But it does get a little bit hairy, doesn't it? It's like, oh, I need it, be quick. But that's the thing. When we bring you products which are so absolutely fabulous, you have to be quick. You have to get in there early, because otherwise somebody will be right behind you, waiting to get yours.
And we know what our viewers are like now, Lily. You know, they snap up the bargains, and a lot of that stock does go very, very early. So, unlike you, I'm surprised and not surprised. I'm surprised in the fact that it was a well-stocked Showstopper this time. Let's just say.
It was.
But I'm not surprised after all the inspiration you've seen from Leanne today, and obviously with Lily as well. Well done to everyone who got the Showstopper.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't help the fact that we do our first looks as well, and we sort of tease you so you guys know what's coming. You set your alarms, you know that you're going to have to get up early. Get in early on that wake-up call. Yeah. Oh, but talking of getting early, definitely on Friday we've got a brand new fabulous launch. Definitely getting early for that one, because that's going to be a cracker.
We've still got some amazing launches still to come this month. I feel like we are, I say we, the royal we, smashing it in the minute, aren't we?
We
Our new launches.
absolutely are. I mean, every single launch is incredible. You know, I love everything. I'm terrible. I have to have everything, and I love everything.
You'll need to move house soon to keep get all the stuff in.
Well, I am moving house, and that's the problem. I'm worried about moving house. I don't know how I'm going to take everything with me. Anyway, we'll worry about that come September. But yeah, at the moment, there's a flat bursting at the seams with lots of Crafters Companion goodies, because I do genuinely love everything. You know, I get very excited about all these brand new launches. I love mixing and matching the newer stuff with the with things I've had in my stash for many years. I think there's so much fun being able to do that. Just revitalising your stash with some of your newer goodies, especially with things like your ink pads, I think is absolutely perfect. Now, all we're doing is we've taken some of the papers. That is from the Bohemian Collection, but like Ben was saying, if you've not managed to get that 12 by 12 pad, get that magazine, you'll get the papers in there, which is amazing. Matte and laid onto some gold glitter card, and then onto our card base, which is 7 3/4 by, it's just shy of 6 by 8. Then what we're going to do, and this is a trick of mine that I do all too often, I say, I'm going to create a shaker, and I go and stick it down and forgot.
It's an invisible shaker.
Yeah, you just can't see it. You know, your eyes aren't good enough. I will remember. We've popped our foam onto the back. I always peel my backing off my foam tape first before I add in my shaker, which is probably my problem when it comes to making shakerless shakers. But this time round, I promise I am remembering. So we're taking some of our fabulous sequences from the Sara Signature Roaring 20s collection. I do believe we should probably still have these on the website if you've not got these. They're one of those, as soon as we brought them out, I had to stock up. Anything like sequins, glitters, anything like that, sparkly and shiny, I always make sure I order multiples, because I think you guys at home probably know I create quite a few shakers, whether it be cards or boxes. So anything like that, when we bring out new bling, I've got to have plenty.
Still available, $4.99 on the web.
Oh, brill. Good price on that, because you do get a lot, and stuff like this, a little goes ever such a long way. Yeah. But having said that, make sure you have a nice full shaker. Don't be stingy with your sequins. Make sure you get plenty in there, so you get that really nice effect when we pop our die cut over the top. Right, I'm thinking that should be about enough. So I'm making sure, close up our packet of sequins, and then all I'm going to do is take my shaker element. So I've got my acetate behind my die cut, and I'm just going to line that up with the piece underneath, making sure it's nice and straight and central, and then we're just going to stick that down, and that's going to encapsulate our sequins inside our shaker. And all being well, we won't have a leaky shaker, which is always good. Perfect. Now, just to finish that off, we've taken one of our sentiments from the collection, we've just stamped that onto white, and then we've matte and laid it onto some gold. But we're going to leave that to one side for just a moment and bring in some more of the dies and cut a few embellishments just to finish off our card. So we'll pop our wild feathers / wild horses, whatever you
wildfire, as Jan apparently was calling it the other day.
Oh, or for wildflower. Whoa, that's a different one. Hey, maybe it's coming your way next year. Maybe she knows something we don't know. Who knows? Exciting. Oh, I have to say, I've seen a few of the Christmas collections coming in July. Have you? I am very, very, very excited. Yeah. Anything you want to share with the rest of the class? Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I can't share anything, but... I'll tell you something I've seen. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I've seen, but I've seen it. Oh. Something that, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but you know, something that you expect from us every year when it comes to... I've seen it, yeah. Where have I seen it? Where have you seen it? Where have you seen it? Where have you seen that thing that I'm talking about? Somebody brought it through to give to somebody. It wasn't giving it to me, unfortunately, but... I say what it is, can't I? Yeah, because we do it every year. If we didn't do it, I think people would be disappointed. Yeah. I've seen the advent calendar. Yeah. We've seen it. We've seen it. Seen it. Yeah, it's amazing. I saw it over in Unit 3. I think they were doing like a photo shoot with it. That sounds weird, doesn't it? A photo shoot with an advent calendar, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. So many goodies coming. So many goodies coming. Surely. Anyway, back to this set of goodies. Build a Dream Catcher is what we're using for this particular few embellishments. So we're just running through a few of these dies through our die cutting machine, using some of that lovely pattern paper from that 12 by 12 pad. But I think it's nice to show that although this is called Build a Dream Catcher, you don't just have to use these particular dies to actually create that dream catcher. You can just use them as embellishments, which is exactly what we're going to do here. So let's pop our dies out. Beautiful. cut detail on there. How intricate and gorgeous is that? You get all the detail, all those fine lines, you get even your stitching detail on that love heart. I think it's absolutely stunning. But these make great embellishments, not just with this collection, but lots of other collections, like we were saying earlier, that you've got in your crafty stash already. They're just going to be that finishing touch. When you've got that little space on your card and you're not quite sure what you need to add in there, I think these are going to be a real go-to set just for those little finishing touches. So let's start to pop our card together and start to embellish it up a little bit.
Okay.
So let's bring our card back in. I've also cut a few more of these from our gold glitter card. And I mean, look how absolutely wonderfully our gold glitter card die cuts. You would not expect a glitter card to die cut as perfectly as it does.
Is that from the luxury packs, is it?
It certainly is. You know, the ones where you get your...
10 of each.
Yes, you get your matte mirror, your proper mirror as I call it, your shiny mirror, and then your glitter. And that's just your gold. You should find those on the website.
Well, I tell you what, and if that isn't a great example to show how well our glitter card cuts, I don't know what is.
I know, it's absolutely incredible. It's almost like a thread. It's that fine. It's literally like a fine thread. It is amazing. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop shadow our green heart that we've cut from our pattern papers on top of this lovely gold glitter heart, just so we've got a little bit of that gold showing. We don't need an awful lot exposed, but just enough so we've got that extra little pop of colour, that extra bit of detail underneath. And then we're going to position our sentiment where we think we're going to want it. Let's pop a foam pad behind, but I'm not going to stick it down just yet. I'm going to use it to help position where I want all my embellishments. So I think I'll have my sentiment down there, and then we're going to pop our little love heart just poking out behind there. I think at a little bit of an angle, just for a little bit of added interest. So let's pop that onto there, just like so. Using my dotty tape pen just for speed. At home, I'd probably use my fine tip glue applicator with my tacky glue, but just super quick to lay these down. And now let's stick our sentiment into that bottom left-hand corner. And then it's just a case of adding a few more of our feathers, just arrange it around this particular part of the card, just to really finish it off. And that's a beautiful thing about collections like these. You get all those finishing touches. So your cards are going to look super professional. You've got those embellishments, you've got all your focal elements as well. So it really is your cards taken care of right from the start, whether you're a beginner or somebody who's been crafting for many years. You're going to get beautiful results with your Sara Signature collections. That's what I love about them. It's got everything included. If you want to create a quick card, if you want to create a really advanced card, you've got the options to do both of those things, which is just fabulous. And then I think to finish off, we might have choices. Let's have them all going in the same direction, I think. But of course, you could be cutting lots of these, perhaps then just storing them in a little plastic bag and using them when you need them. So you've got those ready-made embellishments just to finish off your cards. Of course, cut them in any material, perhaps cut them in vellum as well. We did have the vellum in that original bundle, so if you have picked that up, then die cutting these in vellum, I think would look absolutely stunning. Let's move that a little bit, and then I think that will be just about done. Quite a simple design, but using that fabulous Create a Card style die to make a shaker card. How pretty is that? And bringing in some of those amazing Duet ink pads.
Absolutely fantastic is that. Just to say as well, if you do want, is the vellum gone, Johnny? Because I know we've still got the linen card pack available individually. Let's just check on the vellum. Oh, it is still in stock. Woo! We do still have the vellum as an individual. So that is, I'm quick on the draw tonight, aren't I? Seriously, what's going on? I'm working hard tonight. What's wrong with Ben? He's right on the ball. It is. There's no stay, Johnny. No stay. No, it is. He's going, Johnny, can you check? No, I've done it actually. No, it's because I was just having a look and then I thought you'd be able to get there quicker than me, but then anyway, the vellum is still available. Let me just show you everything that you're going to get in this collection, and then I'll read a few of your comments. And then, did you say a break then? Oh, good, I need to lie down. Right, so everything you're going to get in this collection in fairly swift order for you. So you're going to get your gilding flake set. That is 2 pots of gilding flakes in these 2 beautiful colours here. You get your glue, you get your sponge and your stamp included in there. Then you're also going to get your charms, so 6 of those beautiful charms. and of course your seam binding ribbon in those 3 beautiful colours. Alongside that, you have got your tassels, 12 of those. Then as far as your stamps and dies are concerned, you have this beautiful Wild and Free. Then you've got all of those sentiments. So if you like the sentiment that Lily just used on her project there, that's included in the Harmony and Happiness. You've got that beautiful Bohemian Fan. You've also got the Build the Dream Catcher again, so if you want to be able to recreate the card that Lily's just shown you, that is the set that you need to have in your life, and it's included in the bundle. Beautiful embossing folders with that Dream Catcher. That's that stunning enchanting floral feather stamp set. It's just here for you. You've got more feathers in there, so stamps and dies to be able to pop all of those feathers out. That's the showpiece die for me, that Crescent Moon Dream Catcher, absolutely stunning. And then again, if you want to recreate the project that you've seen just with Lily, that's the die there that she was using. So it's that almost like a creator card die really, but with the outer die, so if you can cut that out as a panel if you want. We've then got your larger stencils as well. That one is your Boho Bliss, and the 3 smaller stencils also included in this collection with the Dancing Feather, the Dreamy Moon and Stars, and then lastly in that set is that Blossoming Mandala. That's within this collection here, so £63.20, $85.60. And actually, with what's left, you can then pretty much, if you then decide, well, I want to go for the vellum as well, that's available individually. If you then want to decide, well, actually, I want to get the linen card, that's available individually. And if you think, well, I want to get some of the papers, as we've just said, go for the next issue of your Crafters Inspiration magazine, because you've got your papers included in there too. So you can kind of, sort of, get there as far as your original bundle was concerned. A few quick comments and we'll have a break. Lots of love for that last card. Kim says, how lovely. Beautiful card, Lee says Lois. Hayley says, beautiful, Lily. So sparkly. Roseanne Carbone says, I had no intention of buying anything today, but I made the mistake of watching Leanne this morning and I ended up purchasing the Showstopper whilst watching her. Whoever got the last Showstopper is the ultimate procrastinator, says Carol. Procrastinator. It was Dora Codd. Hi to Kathy who's joined us. Hi to Lynn and Kendall from Minnesota. And Phil says, Ben, here's another one for your next joke book. Oh, remind me, I'll tell you a second. Why did the pensioner start playing golf? Because he wanted to be the oldest swinger in town. Very good, it's going in. By the way, when I was down the warehouse earlier on, I might have I didn't steal them, Charlotte. I might have just, they're my books. I might have picked up a few joke books. So I'm going to do a little giveaway on me socials soon. What? They're £1 each, are they? I'm going to be selling them for no, I'm not. I'm going to be doing a little giveaway very soon over on my socials. Let me know, hands up if you're going to be coming over to my page for that. Who wants one of my joke books? Don't all rush at once. I'll do it tomorrow probably. Right, let's go for a quick break. If you've got items in your basket, let's get those baskets checked out and we'll come back with more inspiration with Lily in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
I had a quick wander next door just to see what Sara was doing. Why does he keep doing that thing where it just doesn't want to play the... Have we got an advert with a bit of a gremlin in it or something? Is that what it is? There's an advert with a bug in it anyway. Hannah says, Ben, I think you're so on the ball today. Not just then, was I? Not just then. Let myself down there, didn't I?
Spoke a bit too soon, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, before that happened, Hannah says, Ben, you're so on the ball as you had an extra day at the weekend. I'm coming in this weekend.
Well, you're doing one day. Some of us are doing two, but you know, we don't brag about it.
I was in the... Actually, I know. Are you doing Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, I was originally doing Saturday, but moved to Sunday.
Yes.
Because I thought it was just you on the Sunday, see?
Yes, I'm producing.
I know.
I'm the voice in your ear.
Oh.
Spooky.
Get a move on, Ben!
Okay.
No, she's very...
Hurry up. Stop waffling.
Stop. It's me, you and Corin, isn't it?
Yes. And then Saturday it's Becky and Michelle, I believe. Yes, Becky and Michelle.
Lots to look forward to. That's what I mean. Producing, presenting, crafting, designing, just in the office working, running.
Bossing people about.
Telling
people off, yeah.
If you believe that, you believe anything. Bossing people about.
Play across right.
Oh.
Hey, you've never done a play across right with me producing yet.
Oh, really?
I'm strict.
What do you mean? Like
There's no half points. There's no, should we give them a sympathy point? None of that. No, not having it. So you're right or you're wrong.
I think that is the way it should be.
Yeah.
So do you, if it ends in a draw, then do you have like a tiebreaker?
Luckily, I've never had a draw when I've been on, but there's been times when, you know, they've said, Corin's have been like, can I have half a point for it? I've said, do you know what, Corin? No, it's not right. So we don't do the sympathy vote. So get ready on Saturday. It's a good job you're being moved to Sunday is all I can say.
Because you're busy on Sunday though, you've got Craft Vault, Craft Along, Second Chance Sunday.
Yeah, lots coming up. It's going to be a good weekend, I think.
It is. If you don't normally tune in at the weekends, what are you doing?
Yeah,
tune
what are you
in.
playing at?
Weekends are good. Yeah. Weekends are fun.
Yeah.
We do have fun. You can win stuff on a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be great this weekend as well. And Susie's with us this weekend as well on the socials. So what more do you want? Lily has a day job too, says Lillian. I know. Yep. Kirsty D says, Ben, your joke book split the family.
Oh dear.
The females rolled their eyes and groaned at the jokes. That's the reaction I would expect. Whereas the males were laughing loudly, especially my middle brother and dad. They're dad jokes.
Yeah. See, my mum loved him. Got me mum a copy. She loved it. She says, I could just hear Ben reading these jokes out.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. See?
Good stuff.
I gave your book to my granddaughter, says Betty, and she loved it. Yes, thankfully all the jokes are fine. Clean, not like rude ones. I don't do rude jokes. And Charlotte. And Phil says, I like this one, why is a sore throat like a Shetland pony? They're both a little horse. Right, shall we move on to the Baroque border dies? I lose track of when we launched these. Was it last week or the week before last? Might have been last week.
I think.
Very popular, these, because again what they allow you to do is create stunning borders for all projects actually, because when we launched these, obviously we saw Debbie and Sara making beautiful cards, making beautiful like trims for your boxes, whether it be the lid or the base of the box, and you're going to get all 4 of these for this price here. Same price that we launched them at. Again, held the launch price for you at $19.99 or $23.99. And in essence, what these are going to do is cut that beautiful detailing into your card there to give you that matte, to give you that layer, to give you that base, if you like. And then you've got the detail part of your die as a separate die. So then you've got the ability to kind of choose your cards. Like if you wanted to use like some of that glitter cards that you were talking about earlier, it's fantastic for that. It just gives you more opportunity, I think, to really go to town. And again, whether you use this one, this is your Chambord, whether you go this way, whether you go this way, whether you're... we had the concept suite for these, and I think there were 24 different concepts in the concept suite. And one of my favourite ones was simply just taking the detail die here and making like a frame with it as well.
Yeah.
So many different things you can do.
So many options, and as well, don't just look at them as borders. Think about snipping into these.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're going to take off the two sort of left and right pieces. You're going to have a smaller, perhaps you're going to use it as a corner. It's going to be a flourish under your flowers. So many different options. Don't just think about them as being borders, and they are just so elegant. I think they're absolutely fabulous.
You say snip into that one, it's almost like a little crown there, isn't it?
Yeah,
But then the
definitely.
fact that you've got that kind of like swooping detail at the side there means that you can multi-cut these, join these up, create bigger borders and frames with them. So much you can do. That one previous, by the way, is called Talents. They're all named after French regions. Like that one is Dijon. I like that one. Absolute mustard, mate. And then you've also got the Leon included in there too. So it is 2 dies per set, 4-piece collection, 8 dies for £19.99 or $23.99. Go have a look at these with Lily. Very versatile set. I'm interested to see where you're going to take these. Which of the dies are you going to be using?
Oh, I have to say, it was a bit of a choice. I love them all because there's something a little bit different about all of them. I think the Dijon is quite masculine in terms of, feels a little bit more, I can't think of the word, not industrial, a little bit more angular. That's the word I'm looking for, a bit more angular. Whereas the Leon, which is one I'm going to use, I think is perhaps a little bit more feminine, a little bit more flowery, and I think this is absolutely stunning. But for me, the fabulous thing about these is the fact that not only do you get that gorgeous flourishing die, of course, like we said, not just a border, lots of different options with that one. You also get that outline die, which allows you to create lots of different concepts, and that's exactly what we're going to do with this particular card. But let's start off with that gorgeous actual flourish die. Me and Debbie were talking about these the other week. We were saying these would be perfect just as a regular flourish die. Forget the fact that it's a Baroque border, forget the fact that it's anything to do with borders, and just think about tucking that under your die cut flowers. It would be absolutely ideal for that. But for this particular card, we're going to use it in sort of its intended concept, which is as a border. So let's take some of that. Again, it's that same luxury cardstock pack, the gold where you get your matte mirror, which is what we're using here. You also get your shiny mirror and the glitter card, which is what we used for that last demo. We're going to run that through our die cut machine with that fabulous gold cardstock. And another great thing about these is the fact that they will fit through your smaller machines. So it doesn't just have to be a large scale Gemini like we're using here. It doesn't just have to be a Gemini 2 either.
Hey.
But they will fit through your smaller machines as well. I won't say anything more. Sara's next door. She might hear me. I might get myself in trouble. But of course, they will go through your Gemini 2 and your smaller machines as well. Oh, the detail in these is absolutely stunning. One pass through our die cutting machine. Look how fine that is. It's absolutely incredible to get that level of detail. All those little tendrils has cut through that coated cardstock. Don't forget your gold cardstock, it's coated. You've got that mirror coating on the back of that white sort of backing carrier sheet, if you like. So you're cutting through layers and layers at a time, and you're getting that beautiful result every single time. All we've done is we've die cut that another time, so we've got a couple of those, but we're going to leave those to one side for just a moment, and we're going to bring in the other die that we get within the set. So this is, perhaps you'd look at this and think, I'm not quite sure what that is, unless you use it in conjunction with the other one, and then it makes perfect sense exactly how you're going to use this. So let's take our card base. We've created a 5 1/4 inch square card base. But on this front section, what you'll notice is we've actually chopped away that front part. So that top edge is only 1 1/4 inches in height. Then we've actually saved another strip, which is 1 1/4 inches in height by that 5 1/4 inch in length. But we'll come to that in just a moment. Let's focus on our sort of cutaway card blank to start with. So let's take our card base, let's take this die, and let's have a look which way we need to line this up. So this top edge here towards me stays within the card base, and then we've got that cutting edge all around that bottom edge. So all we're going to do is we're going to line this up onto our card base, and we're going to tape it into position. I'm not worrying that the edges of my card are slightly longer than my actual die. Not worried about that at all. We're just going to trim into that once we've run this through our die cutting machine. But all we're going to do is we're going to line that up so it's nice and straight along there, and then we're going to tape it into position, making sure that it doesn't move as we send that through our die cutting machine. Multi-purpose card for our card base, 300 GSM, perfect weight, that nice strong sturdy weight for all of our card bases. We know that when we pop our card together, we're not going to get those dreaded Bambi legs when your card's on the mantelpiece and it just falls over with the weight of all the embellishments. Never a good thing, so your multi-purpose card is ideal for all of your card bases.
Yes.
I mean, we've all been there, let's be honest. It's a little bit embarrassing though. You sat there, all sat on the sofa, your card that you're very proud of is up there on the mantelpiece, and it just wafts down. And it
does what down?
It wafts down.
Wafts down. Ah.
Yes, very elegantly, and it just sort of does a bit of a nosedive. It always lands smack on the floor, which is never ideal. Now remember earlier our card base was slightly longer than that die. So all we're going to do is going to take a pair of scissors and we're literally just going to trim the edges off in that nice rounded curved shape. We're going to do, just be careful that you don't get your tendrils caught with it being so lacy. And then we're just going to do exactly the same on the other end and just trim that down into that nice wide curve just to finish that off. Just a little bit there and then all good to go. So that's the top of our card base. Remember that I said we had that extra piece that was 5 1/4 inches by 1 1/4. We've just done exactly the same technique on that of die cutting that straight border into there. Then all it is a case of doing is taking a piece of acetate just to bridge the gap between our card base, and I've realised my acetate, I've been a little bit too stingy. And it is, this never happens, does it, Ben?
Never ever happens.
Far too often with me. I've been a little bit too stingy with my acetate, so we're just going to take another piece of acetate and we're just going to trim it down to size so it is actually large enough. So I'm using our A5 heavyweight acetate. Something always to bear in mind with our A5 acetate, it does have that carrier sheet on, so do just remove that when you come to use it. Honestly, I cannot tell you the amount of people who don't realise to start with that there's a carrier sheet on.
Is it on every acetate apart from the
heat resistant?
Was it not on?
I think it's the heat resistant.
Heat resistant,
it's not on,
yeah.
if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, if you didn't realise that, then don't worry, you're in good company. The amount of us that didn't realise that there's actually a carrier sheet on there. Anyway, we've chopped that down to size. It's about 5 1/4 inches for the width of the card base by about 5 inches. And that, this time, is actually going to fit into position, which is perfect. Let's get some tape runner on the reverse of here. Just because of those lacy bits, let's use our dotty tape runner onto the top there. And then let's pop our acetate into the middle to start with. So let's line that up left and right. And then what I always find easiest to do is then just close my card base to secure that into position, and then take your lower edge of your card base, a little bit of glue along that top edge there using that dotty tape pen. Red liner tape is ideal, but just for speed we're going in with our dotty, and then we're just going to pop that onto that bottom edge there, lining that up with that back edge of our card base. And then just got a little tiny bit of acetate showing there, so let's just trim that off to finish that off. And that is our bridge card created.
Great.
Now let's layer up this centre, just add a little bit of colour and design into the middle. Taking our summer Meadow paper pads, and for this we're actually using the reverse, so we've got that slightly more subtle design rather than using that more heavily printed design that we've got on the front of the paper pad.
Yeah.
We're using that reverse just for that nice subtle bit of pattern onto there, and that's from our 6x6 pad.
Got that on the show as well.
Absolutely, we'll be having a look at that in a little bit.
Yes.
Gorgeous paper pad. For me, it's become one of those go-tos because it just works so well with lots of other things that we've got in our crafty stash. I mean, we've got so many floral and butterfly themed items that we do here at Crafters Companion. This is just going to go hand in hand with absolutely all of them, which is brilliant. So let's pop that in the centre, and then we're going to bring back in those lovely flourishes that we die cut from our gold mirror card. So let's take our Collal tacky glue in our fine tip glue applicator, and we're just going to glue these top and bottom. So we've got one that we've cut that's going to go along that bottom edge of the card, and then the other one can go along that top edge, and just go around with my tacky glue onto there.
Thank you to Cindy for her message. Says, I gifted my son-in-law Ben's dad joke book for Easter with a winky face. Thank you. Katie Wilson says, Ben, you need a joke book, Christmas cracker version, and all Christmas jokes, suitable then to cut out and insert into homemade Christmas crackers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm liking that idea. I'll put it to Leanne. Lynn, the hashtag Go Like Granny. You're on the craft along on Thursday. It's the ribbon threading border dies. That's me and Debbie Robinson.
Oh, I've just seen this morning. I've just seen that craft along, and it's absolutely brilliant. So it's going to be a fabulous craft along. Honestly, it is amazing, Lynn. You're going to have such a fun time.
I cannot wait for that, Lynn. That is going to be amazing. Me, you, and Debbie Robinson.
Oh, what an absolute team. That's going to be cracking.
Stephanie's got in touch to say, I had such a busy morning, nice to sit and watch now. And thank you, Laura Pond, who says on YouTube, yellow warning for thunderstorms in Norfolk, better stay in craft.
Well, I know we were supposed to have some this afternoon, but I don't think we did.
No, I didn't hear them.
I didn't hear anything.
Yes, I'm sure I saw or heard that there was a thunder yesterday and over the weekend. Was it on Sunday, I think? It was so loud in here.
I don't think we had any.
On Sunday?
Yeah, we had an awful lot of rain.
Oh, so I'm talking about Sunday, it was torrential, wasn't it, for about an hour between about 2 and 3.
Oh, gosh,
I don't recall any thunder as such.
No, I don't think we had any.
Stay safe in Norfolk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, dear. Righto, so look how pretty that looks. Just one border at the top, one border at the bottom. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? Well, let's bring in a little bit more embellishment. So I've taken one of our mini dies. This is the With Love. This is the one that Debbie Robinson pops on just about every single project. That is the one. I love this one. I think all of us on the team adore this die. And all I've done is I've just trimmed off the width. So we've just got Love, only so it'll fit onto our topper a little bit better, just to make it that little bit smaller. We've cut one in that lovely Summer Meadow paper pad, again using that reverse side, so it's just that subtle print onto there. And then we have cut another one from our gold mirror card, that lovely satin card, and we just drop shadow in the gold underneath our pattern. We've got a heart that we've cut from our white multi-purpose card. Let's pop that into the centre, and then let's give that just a second to grab, with it being our tacky glue. Just take that minute to grab it. Gives you that little bit of wiggle room. If you need to manoeuvre that into position, then you should have enough time to do so. Then let's bring in a couple of our foam pads to pop this onto our matten layer. Just keeping this design super simple. It doesn't have to be complex, complicated card designs. So if you're brand new to crafting, then you can get these border dies and you can get crafting straight away.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're going to recreate some of those fabulous concepts from that concept suite. Oh, is a barge coming in? Blimey, what was that?
Someone obviously loving your card that you're making.
Well, if that was appreciation, then thank you. But I'm not sure it was. But anyway, wow.
Honk if you love the card.
Yeah. You hear all sorts in here, don't you? If it's not seagulls, it's barges. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, another of my favourite dies, the Magnificent Butterflies. They are part of our outline dies that we brought you, I believe it was last year, if not the year before, and I've just die cut that using that fabulous satin card. But what a simple card design, but just recreating one of those fabulous concepts that we get in that concept suite that we showed you at launch. Doesn't it look fab when you've got that acetate, you've got that cool floating effect? Absolutely adore those Baroque border dies.
Absolutely love that. Can I just ask, because I'm thinking we're getting to that point of the show where my mind then starts switching towards votes and whatnot. Has Leanne, her side, left any of the goodies that she did? If she has.
Yeah, we've got some like inked background.
Ah, good. Excellent stuff. That's it. It was all techniquey, but we thought we'd put them in. That's good. Good stuff. Hi to Hayley, who says it's been beautiful and sunny all day here in West Yorkshire. It's been nice here from what I've seen. I've only popped out a couple of times, but it's been all right. And thank you for all the love coming through for that last demo as well. Quickly show you all of these dies once again, and then we are going to take a short little break and give you the opportunity to get your baskets checked out. And we've got loads of deals to get through. For those of you that are asking about the pick of the day, we will have a look at that pick of the day, which is the mystery bag. We'll do that for you in just a few moments time. Here we go though. These are the Baroque border dies. So you have got in there the Chambord. Then you've got the Talon. I think it's nice to just kind of switch these and show these the other way around so you can get an idea as to how these will look, whether you go upside down, I mean, which is the correct way? So it doesn't really
Inside
matter.
out, round and
Inside
round.
out, round and round. Dijon. As I say, slip into that, you've got like a crown, haven't you? And then you've also got the Leon. We had some fun with these, didn't we, when we launched them, and a few of you were saying all the different things that you could see in those detailed dies. But anyway, 8 dies you're going to get in total, £19.99 or $23.99 if you're a Platinum member and you're shopping in the US. Very pretty card, says Hayley. Ralph Lynette Price says an absolutely stunning card, Lily. And Laura Pond says, what a lovely card. I think we're going to take a short break, and when we come back we'll have a look at the pick of the day, we'll have a look at our Explorer kit, we'll have a look at our This World deal, and then we're also going to get onto those summer Meadow pads which you saw a little sneaky peek of just a few moments ago, and we'll have 2 votes to do, and apparently we've got to fit in a preview as well. I mean, seriously. We're going to be working hard for the final half an hour. Let us take a quick break though, and we'll do all of that. We come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being with us this evening. I realise just from seeing a few of the comments coming through, lots of you are multitasking. watching us, watching Sara. Cheryl says, I'm trying to eat lunch, watch the show and watch Sara on HSN all at the same time. I think I'm getting dizzy. Who's multitasking? Who's watching both? Which screen are we on? Are we on the big screen or the small screen, the tablet? How are you working it? Let us know, please. How's Sara getting on HSN? All the goss, need it. Thank you. Send it through. And Brenda Katrine says, yay! I cannot wait to see the bag. Thank you for showing them again. You are welcome. Let's do it. Let's see it. In the bag. What's in the bag? It is the pick of the day. The pick of the day is something which we launched last week where, well, we give you a brilliant deal just for 24 hours. We've had bundles before, we've had like toolkits. First time I think we've done like a mystery bag, and it's quite nice that we've done a stamping mystery bag on the day that we launch our amazing Duet ink pads. This is a great value bag as well. You've got basically £60, $82 worth of value within the bag. We just go, have £40, 90 off, have $52, 54 off, have your Club Inspire discount. So if you're platinum, you're down to £16 or $24, and then have double points on it as well. We always bring you double points on the pick of the day. If this mystery bag is still in stock, come tomorrow. This price has gone, the double points have gone. So if you like what you see and you see what you like, make sure you grab it now because you've got well, only a few hours left to grab it, basically. 2 sentiment sets you're going to get in here. I'll show you these 2 first up because these 2 represent the value of the bag. You've got the fantastic special friend. So really handy stamps to have there and lots of different styles and fonts of those, and then alongside that slightly bigger but again different fonts in the good luck, so you have 10 stamps included in there too. So those 2 die sets, and then that really super cute little alpine village where there's 11 little houses and churches, and you've got Father Christmas and his reindeer there. Lovely little stamp set. All of that is the value of your bag, so it then works out that everything else within the bag that I'm about to show you, you're getting for free. And if you love our quirky sentiments and our chalkboard stamps and you're yet to pick them up, your quid's in here because you've got 2 of the stamps that came from our quirky sentiments set, which we launched about a couple of 3 weeks back. This one is the I love you to the moon and back, super cute. You've then got, I think, one of the funniest sentiments from that set, which is the one about the wine and the coffee. Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can and wine for the things that I can't. And then we bring you a whole host of these amazing chalkboard stamps. So life is too important to be taken seriously, says Oscar Wilde. You've then got make your dreams happen. We're going to bring you the life is tough, but so are you. May you be forever blessed, said Mary Lamb. And then the greatest thing you can be is yourself. All of that is free within the bag when you purchase those 3. £16 or $24. We could, Johnny, you could have had a Ben Moseby quote in there. And there's green on the screen, it means...
So what we
seen. Did you hear Liam's catchphrase from earlier on, though?
I certainly did, yeah.
How awesome was that?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I feel a bit gutted that I didn't come up with that, but credit to the man.
You did a good go at it on the close-up.
I did on the turn.
Certainly did.
Duet, the best a crafter can get. That was so about true. The Duet ink pads. Liam did. Yeah, probably. I think some other company has done that a little bit before, but I thought the catchphrase was very sharp. It's good. Next up, Out of This World Deal. Sorry, thanks, Joel. Out of This World Deal. It's the Aqua Blend pencils. This is an incredible buy for all of these 3-piece collection. These are newly bundled and packaged, if you like. Just waiting for someone to run down the corridor and go, shut up, be quiet. These are... Sorry, I'm just reading some comments coming through. Sorry, I got distracted. I thought someone was saying we heard you on HSN, but no, they didn't. I'll read them in a minute. You're going to get 3 sets of our watercolour pencils in the portraits, in the landscape, and then those essentials as well. Artist quality watercolour pencils at a fraction of the price. In fact, if you are a platinum member tonight, that is nigh on a half-price deal for 3 tins of those. And again, what a great way for you to maybe just get into watercolouring. And again, these are top-notch, top quality. If I show you all of the different colours that you're going to be getting within the set. This is your portraits. So of course, fully water soluble, so you can do all of your water techniques with these. But look at, when you think about the fact that you can blend these as far as taking out the colour, so you've got all of the different hues in there. You think about the fact that you've got 24 there, but then the fact that they're water soluble, you can mix and match these, create your own blending palettes with them as well. You've got 72 pencils, but I mean, try and put a number on how many colours that actually is. It's incredible. But all of these you're going to get included, saving $26.97 or $31.97, platinum price $38.40 or $46.40. And you know what? It's not often that we do deals on our watercolour pencils. I know we've done a lot of deals recently on the colour blend pencils, but if you like the idea maybe of expanding a bit, maybe trying watercolouring for the first time, that is a great deal to go for. However, it is a 24-hour only deal, the Out of This World deal, and then that price goes back up. It's not one of those deals that we need to do when you talk about 3 tins of our sort of core content when it comes to our acrylic pencils. That's $38.40 or $46.40 platinum. We've now also got, have you noticed I'm still talking really quietly? We've now also got our Explorer kit. These again are fantastic because for a small amount you get the opportunity to try something, to try a different type of craft. And this deal tonight again is absolutely brilliant because we bring you one of our amazing, fantastic, for 24 hours only craft kits. And these, for me, I always say it, bang for buck, I think are the most affordable and value for money item that you can get from us, because save a little bit of adhesive and a few tools, you've got everything that you need within these boxes to get crafting and creating the cards that you're seeing on the front here. This one is box number 38. It's your pop-out scene kit, and you've got all of these dies and stamps in here to be able to create the scenes that you're seeing on the front of your card here. And by the way, if you've already bought any of our pop-out scene dies previously, you won't have these because the content of the hardware is exclusive to the box. So you've got the 2 dies in there to create these 2 scenes that you're seeing just here. You've also got 10 stamps, 24 card blanks. So this is what I'm talking about. You don't even have to go and make your own card blanks or use cards that you've already got. You've got 24 card blanks plus the envelopes included in there too. And you've got ribbon, 9 pieces of ribbon, and then you get your coloured card, your printed papers, and 100 pearls in this one as well. So it's over 200 elements. And then of course, don't forget, once you've used the consumables in here, you've still got the dies, you've still got the stamps to use with cardstock and papers that you've got in your craft room. What I would say at this sort of deal today, if you've loved this particular collection and loved the papers that are inside it, you might want to think about just grabbing this for the consumables that you get inside. But that's not where the deal ends, because basically you buy this, you buy your pop-out craft kit, and then for free we throw in 3 reels of our low tack tape. We also throw in the red liner tape, which is the 6mm, so the middle of the 3 widths, 10 meters worth that you're going to get there. And is that right? You get one of our swing dies in there as well.
Wow!
Is that? That is worth $12.99 on its own. Really, really fantastic. This allowing you to create that swing effect of your hexagons there, so you can write a little message either side. And of course, if you snip into that, it's just a really, really handy set of nested hexagons as well. So that's free, and that's free when you jump in and buy Craft Kit 38, the pop-out scene set. Incredible. Now, something which we're going to come on to are our summer paper pads. I'll show you the pads. There is a Showstopper available online where you can get a whole host of tools, but you search for that online. The majority of you are going for the card collection on its own, which is just here. So 12 by 12, 6 by 6, and matching linen cardstock that this time we've done in the 12 by 12, which is brilliant. This flew out the door when we launched it, and well, you can understand why, because it is the most, I think, stunning paper pad. And I know every time we launch a new one, we all go, oh, that's my new favourite. This one, certainly, you guys love. Do you know what I love about this, Lily? We'll get your take on it as well. I love the fact that, again, you've got so much depth and detail and so much going on in all the papers. Great if you love your scrapbooking as well, but I love the fact that you've got frames in there. So for me, I'm thinking it is sort of like a ready-made scrapbook page, but then you've got tons of snippability as well, haven't you?
Absolutely, that's what we're going to be looking at in that next demonstration, how you can create your scrapbook pages so easily using this one. But like I was saying earlier, it's going to be one of those go-tos in your crafty stash. I'll hold my hands up. Yes, I had one at launch. Yes, I have just ordered another one before this show because quite frankly, I am getting through this paper pad like a dose of salt. It's going on practically every single project because I'm just finding it matches with so many other things. The colour tones are stunning, great for spring and summer, great for so many different occasions. The fact that we've got butterflies and flowers, I mean, you cannot go wrong. But like Ben said, the snippability within this pad is absolutely fabulous. But if you don't want those really strong layered designs, just use the reverse and you still get an absolutely gorgeous print, almost with like those flecks of gold on there. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's worth just showing you sideways there that you have got all of those matching reverses as well. So a little bit more stripped back, a little bit more laid back. So you've got choice, you've got option here, but it's a stunning pad. And I think that's why people were multi-ordering these when we launched them the other day. You've got the 12x12 version. You also get that in 6x6 as well. So again, it's a shrunken down version of the 12x12 pad. And then how nice this time as well, so that you don't have to go, well, I won't open this one up, so you don't have to go searching, but you've got all of the matching linen cards stock to go with it too in 12x12. And recently we've done a lot of linen in A4, haven't we? So it's nice to have the matching size.
Yeah, I have to say, I can't remember the last time we did 12x12 linen card. We've not done one for a little while. Those colours are absolutely stunning, and like Ben said, they match perfectly with those paper pads. So you're not having to go rooting through your crafty stash, trying to find the matching colour cardstock. You've got it all within that collection, which is incredible. And the fact that it's linen card, I think linen card, there's just something so luxurious and expensive about it. Just absolutely beautiful. A totally comprehensive collection, that is for sure. And for £24 if you're platinum, or $33.60, incredible value once again. Let's crack on to it because we've got lots to do in the last 20 minutes, a couple of votes to do as well. But I know, Lily, there's a demo you want to show us with this collection. Absolutely. Like I was saying, perfect for scrapbooking. If you are brand new to making your scrapbook pages, you see that 12x12 inch page, and let's be honest, it can be a little bit daunting. Perhaps you're used to making 6x6 inch cards. You're looking at that and you're thinking, oh my goodness, it's like 4 cards joined together. Where on earth do I start? Your mind's sort of boggling with composition and where do I put my photo and where's my frame going to be, where's my sentiments? This is going to be the absolute perfect solution to all those questions, all those sort of things that you're struggling with about scrapbooking. This is going to be the perfect solution. It's going to hold your hand and start you off on that scrapbooking journey.
Yeah.
I've taken one of the sheets from this 12x12 inch pad. Absolutely stunning detail within here. You've got the 3 frames, you've got all those flowers, you've got the butterflies. There's lots going on, and it's going to make it super easy to put together our own scrapbook page. And I have to bring in my gorgeous little baby niece to this particular scrapbook. I mean, how absolutely gorgeous. And I thought the fact that we've got 3 frames, it means I don't have to choose one photo. I can use all 3, which is absolutely fabulous.
Who is that?
That is little Lola May. That is my sister's little baby.
Yeah.
She's about 3 weeks old now.
Oh,
she's doing ever so well. She's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at those cheeks. You just want to touch those cheeks and just give her a big snuggle.
Have you had a chance for lots of cuddles?
I have not yet. In a couple of weeks, I'm going down to meet a week and a half, and I'll be there for baby snuggles. I cannot wait.
You're going to give her back?
Oh, I know, that is the issue. It's like, can I give her back? Shall I take her back up to Crafters? I would if I could, honestly, but she'll be on our design team as soon as she can hold a pencil. That is for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's pop that gorgeous little face to one side for just a moment, and let's have a look at our scrapbook page. Now, the idea with these is that we can take our craft knife, so just one of our craft knives, I'm using our straight one. You of course have got our straight and our swivel, completely up to you, whichever one you find easiest. We're just going with the straight, and all we need to do is just take that craft knife and literally go around that inside of the frame, and all that's going to do is it's going to take away that inner part of the frame. What you could do is you could measure that inner section of the frame, and then you could actually print your photo so it's exactly that right size and stick that over the top. But it's an awful lot easier if you actually take the center out, so gut the middle of that frame, and then you can pop your photo behind. So you don't need to print your photo to exactly the right size, just print it ever so slightly larger, then what you've got the inside of that frame measured to, and then that's going to give you a much neater finish rather than trying to measure your photos to exactly the right size. And as well, you've got a slightly uneven edge to there, and if you added a photo on, it would have that square edge and would look not quite as natural, not quite as rustic. So it works a lot better to actually take your scrapbook page, take your craft knife, just go around the inside of all 3 of those frames, and that's going to give you your 3 apertures. Now we are using photos with this, like we've just said. However, there's nothing stopping you from popping anything else behind there. It could be perhaps you've got little quote stamps, maybe you're going to have something like live, laugh, love behind there. You're going to have that as a piece of home decor. Lots of different options, but don't forget as well, if you wanted to do this similar sort of idea on your cards, you get your 6x6 pad, so you can do exactly the same technique with that pad too. Now what we've done is we've actually trimmed this down a little bit, so it's 11 3/4 inches, just so that we can actually mat and layer it onto a slightly larger piece of that 12x12 linen card, just to give us that border around the outside, that little bit of lilac. It just finishes it off really nicely, and it makes it that little bit more sturdy as well. But before we stick those 2 together, let's bring in the absolutely gorgeous Lola May. So we've got Lola May laid in her little cot with her little teddy. We've also got the one that we've already seen, Nighttime Snuggles for Lola May. Cute. And then Lola May's first bath.
Oh.
Apparently she absolutely loved her first bath, so bath time was a hit. So we've got to include that. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but yes, Johnny Mayer said normally most new babies hate baths. At first, apparently she was a little bit unsure of the water, but then absolutely loved it. So definitely lucky on that one.
Our 2 loved their first bath. I still remember they had you have a little bath within the bath. And just
oh yes,
yeah, with a few bubbles and that. I just remember our 2 absolutely loved it. Can I just ask a question from Lynn? It's a great question. She's saying advice, please. So she wants to know what is the best size. I mean, I suppose it depends on what sort of card you want to make. But she says, what is the best size card or pads to buy for making cards? So I mean, like take your 6x6 and your 12x12. I mean, have you got a particular favourite size of paper pad you use?
Do you know what? I'm terrible. You know what? I'm like, I've got to have everything. It is very much horses for courses. The brilliant thing about the 6x6 is it's not just the fact that it's small, it's the fact that those designs have actually been shrunk down. So although you can, of course, always use your 12x12 on your smaller projects, and obviously you can't always use your 6x6 on your larger projects. The thing to bear in mind is that 6x6 pad is ever so slightly shrunk down, so it's scaled to fit your smaller projects. But I'd definitely say if you can get both, and then you've got options. So if I'm doing an 8x8 card, I will quite often use my 12x12 pad, but if I'm doing a 6x6 card or smaller, I'll tend to use my 6x6 pad, not just because of the size in terms of it fitting onto that space, but also just because of the size of that design. But I think that's a fabulous thing about our collections. We try and bring you both the 6x6 and that 12x12 as well, so you've got those options. So yeah, sorry, not a great answer. You need to have them all.
But at least with the 12x12 and the 6x6, you've got a lot of bases covered there, haven't you?
Absolutely.
You've got a lot of snippability along a lot of different sizes.
Definitely. And of course, for your scrapbooking, you're going to want the 12x12 for sure. Right, so we've popped our gorgeous little photos, one behind each of those frames. All I did was I measured the frames beforehand, just roughly, and then I just went on my computer and printed my photos ever so slightly larger than the inner of the frame, just so you've got that space around the edge in which to stick them down. And that is pretty much a scrapbook page all good to go. Now we've got this sort of snippability within the paper pad, which is absolutely brilliant. So what we can do is we can take another of exactly the same pages, and all we're going to do is going to snip into some of these details. Now I'm actually using my 6-inch scissors here. Now I used to always use my tiny little precision snips for my fussy cutting, but I'm finding an awful lot lately I am using my medium-sized scissors, especially when it's something like this, when you've got the butterfly, when you've got those smooth curves. I find it a lot easier to actually glide around those edges, around those curves, using that medium pair of scissors. But of course you'll find both options on the website, completely up to you. I'd just say try both out and find whatever you find easiest. But very easy just to snip into the designs that we've got within the paper pad, and then all we're going to do is going to start to decoupage some of these up, just to add a little bit more dimension, a little bit more interest onto our page, which I thought would be quite a nice thing to show. It's not just about super quick cards or scrapbook pages. You can get a little bit more creative, start to snip into them, and you can add that extra little bit of interest and dimension. So foam pads, you can use your Collal 3D glue gel if you prefer, but I have to say I am a big fan of my foam pads just as a 3D adhesive. Just it dries instantly and I find it a little bit easier to work with. But again, it's one of those, whatever you find easiest, whatever you find works for you, definitely go for that one. So we'll just start to add these on, and I cannot believe how quickly, again, I always say it, I cannot believe how quickly this show has gone.
This has flown over, to be fair.
Absolutely. Can't believe we're nearly at the end of the show, so not much longer left. Wow.
Did you say Leanne's projects are your side, are they?
Yes, I've got them on the side.
Oh, good-o.
I mean, I'm not sure which ones
I can remember, I think.
We've got a selection of gorgeous backgrounds.
Yeah.
So I'll have to be honest, I don't think I've got an absolute chance at all, but you know.
Come on, don't say that.
Up against Leanne. Have you seen some of those demos? They are absolutely incredible. So we've definitely had a lot of fun on Crafters TV today, that's for sure. Lots of inspiration, lots of incredible techniques. I mean, I've had a good old play with my ink pads already, but I'm so excited to try out some of the techniques that Leanne was showing us this afternoon, because there is so many things you can do with those amazing ink pads. Right.
I can remember the one that won the first show. I can't remember which won the second show.
Oh dear.
Anybody,
can Johnny remember? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah.
I know that won the first one, didn't it? That one this morning. And then I don't know what one. Was it that one that won the? Oh, where's that one? I don't think that one's there.
What did it look like?
There's a letterpress demo. Oh, I think that one might have.
What embossing folder was it using? It could be over on the right-hand side. That's where they all are. Well, he's going to have a look. He's going on a hunt. Determined to find them. Maybe there somewhere. They can't have gone far. Absolutely. So that's our decoupage all done. You can see how much interest that starts to add by having that extra layer, that extra little bit of depth onto there. It just does make a difference. And then all I've done is, I was talking about that smaller pad, that 6x6. What I've done is I've taken the 6x6 pad, exactly the same sheet, but obviously it's shrunk down in size, so we've got that smaller frame there. I've just taken one of my outliners from Spectrum Noir, I've just written Lola May onto the centre of there. Just thought that was quite cute, just to finish that off. And let's pop a foam pad onto the reverse of that, and I think we'll have it on that side of the frame, just like so. And then I've also taken a sentiment die, just one that I had in my crafty stash that said family. I thought that'd be quite a nice finishing touch to add that onto there. So let's get some tape onto the back of there. Cut that again, that's that same linen card pad from the Summer Meadow, so I'm not having to look elsewhere in my crafty stash for any other paper pads. Everything is included within that collection. You're getting the linen card, you're getting the pattern paper. Absolutely perfect to have all of those included. And then of course I had to bring in that fabulous Bohemian Collection just to finish that off. That's part of the Build a Dreamcatcher set. Again, die cut in that fabulous linen card. Just thought that little heart was absolutely perfect for that extra little bit of detail. We've got an area there where there's less of the design showing, so let's add that into there just as that little bit of balance. But what a super quick, super simple and super easy scrapbook page. But how simple is it to create when you've got that fabulous Summer Meadow 12x12 pad, 6x6 pad and the linen card all on one demo.
Certainly is. Listen, if you want to go for that collection, it's a 12x12, the 6x6 and your linen card stock included in that set. Incredible, really, for just £24 or $33.60. What we'll do, we'll get the vote going for the demo of the show, and then we'll have a look. I'll give you a quick flick through these once again, and then we'll have a look at some previews that we've got coming up too, and then we'll do the vote for the demo of the day, and then we're done. Literally 8 minutes to go. So, Lily, in the quickest votes of all time ever, sorry, Susie, let us lilac your projects. What have you made in this show?
Start the show using the magazine and those fabulous Duet ink pads. That is your demo number 1. Demo number 2, we went to that lovely Bohemian Collection to create our shaker card. Demo number 2. Demo number 3, very simple, using those gorgeous Baroque border dies. That is number 3. And then finally, number 4, we went for our gorgeous scrapbook page featuring my beautiful niece Lola May. That is demo number 4. So is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? Get those votes in.
All right, and you've got about 2 minutes to get your votes in on that one. Super quick vote, and then we'll do the vote for the demo of the day. If you want the Summer Meadow collection, £24 or $33.60. Now, just before we do go, and whilst the votes are coming in, we have got some really big launches coming up for you over the course of the next few days. Got some beautiful new dies being launched on Friday, which is hugely exciting, with me and Sara. And then next week on Monday, we have got the launch of, and I know Craig is super duper excited about this, the launch of the Template Library Expansion Pack 2. Now, again, Craig has been very excited about this, been posting lots of kind of sneaky peeks and previews on his socials. Monday is the day, and Lily, you've got a quick preview as to what is going to be coming up as far as that expansion pack is concerned. Looks phenomenal.
Absolutely. I'm going to say it now. If you've had the original template library and or that first expansion pack, I know for a fact you are definitely going to be waiting for Monday and are going to be picking up this incredible latest expansion pack. Do you want to be creating the most incredible concept cards, the sorts of things you could only dream of managing to work out the measurements for? Do you want to be able to do that easily, time and time again, in whatever colours you choose, in whatever cardstock, in whatever pattern paper, for whatever occasion? Then you can be doing that sort of thing with this fabulous brand new template library. Perhaps you want to do super funky shaped cards very easily when you've got the template library. But it's not just about the card shapes or the box shapes or the 3D project shapes. For me, the absolute game changer within all of our template libraries, whether it be the original or any of the expansion packs, is the fact that we include the mats and layers as well. You're not having to measure for the mats and layers. We're not just giving you the card shape and you have to try and work out all those angles, exactly how you're going to get those to work to get those mats and layers. Everything is included within those templates. Perhaps you're going to do a little bit of embossing and transform that look entirely. Perhaps you're going to be doing cards using your brand new Sara Signature collections that you're getting. Perhaps you're going to be going in totally lots of different styles. You're going to be using everything you've got in your crafty stash. Maybe you're going to be making them for weddings. Perhaps you're going to do lots of exactly the same shape. You've got so many different options within this new template library. And of course, not just about cards, you've got gifts, you've got boxes, you've got absolutely all sorts, 15 different projects. Of course, you get the templates, you get the recipe cards, you get the instructions. Oh my goodness, you'll also get the education. You get so much included. It is, again, like all of the template libraries before, it is a game changer. No duplicates in terms of this one and the older one. So you've got the first and the second. You know you're going to need to get this, and it is totally different. My goodness me, Craig is so excited. I'm so excited. It's incredible. Make sure you join us next week. Brand new template library coming very soon.
We've got a tie situation going on here. This is just for demo of the show. Goodness knows what's going to happen for demo of the day.
Oh, blooming heck.
I know, seriously. I am going to have to pop in because I can't find. There we go. Demo show is number 4. Demo of the show is 4.
Oh,
right, so hang fire.
Right, I'm coming over.
Demo of the day.
I'm over.
I'm going to have to do this as a bit of a job lot, but this is the one that won on Wake Up Call. It's this beautiful project that Leanne made, all those different techniques that she did with the Duet ink pads. So that is number 1. How gorgeous. Number 2 is just going to have to be a job lot of the other demos that she did because I can't find the letterpress effect that she did on launch day. So that is 2, all of those. Or would you like to go for the one that you've just voted for demo of the show, number 3, which is that really super cute scrapbook page. So 1, 2 or 3. Get your votes in on that. You've got literally about 90 seconds to be the quickest vote of all time. Just as a by the by as well for that template library, again you've got the actual templates themselves in the booklet, so it's all there for you, and you can literally just pop these out whenever you want to use them. And of course, not just the templates, you get your mats, your layers, you've got embellishments included in here too, and they all pop out nice and easily and pop back into the books for you as well. Not the most interesting thing to look at, but the great thing about these sets, of course, is that you get your recipe cards, and these, of course, just line up absolutely perfectly to the templates that you've got within your pack. So here again, this tells you all of those different shape cards that you can be making and projects, from your Z-fold card through to tri-fold shutter cards. They're all in here. And again, it's words and pictures. It's all beautifully lined up for you, and it makes it so simple to follow. And again, these are numbered up for you, as are the templates. So you just simply select the project that you want to work with. That butterfly card, number 7, select template 7 from your booklet, and you are away. Half star cards in here. How gorgeous is that little secret? I thought I said a secret massage. For a second.
Think entirely different.
Secret message handbag. Yeah, you've got your tiered pop-up card in there as well, and more. This is launching on Monday. Make sure you join me and Craig. It's going to be fantastic. Demo of the day is in record time. 3! Woo! Oh! Sorry, whoa. Well done, Lily.
Thank you.
Did you actually not want that to win so you could take that back home? But
Well, kind of, but
yeah.
it's it's a win's a win. I'm delighted to win, and I cannot believe I've beaten Leanne. So
well,
wow,
very well done. Thank you so much.
You.
When are you back?
Well, on this side, I think a couple of weeks.
Is it?
I think I've got a Monday Makers in a few weeks, but I'll be producing this weekend. So play your crafts right. You guys better get ready.
Yeah.
I'll be being strict.
Yeah, and I'll be on my
No
best
cheating.
behaviour on Sunday.
Absolutely.
I'm not here tomorrow.
Ooh.
Zig and Zag are back. Smash you dicey, great mate. It is Leanne and Sheena.
It's going to be a good day.
It is going to be fun. If you love loads of inspiration, loads of ideas, paint fusion with boxes this time.
Ooh.
If you love multimedia, if you love funny impressions, singing and dancing, and stories, then make sure you are here all day tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. I'm back with you Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Back with Thursday with Debbie Robinson. I'm really looking forward to seeing Debbie. Massive thank you to Lily. Thank you to the team today. Been so good. Thank you to Susie and Rachel and Charlotte, and Johnny and Jake, and the rest of the gang. What a day it's been. Thank you so much for staying with us. Jamie's been with us today. Liam's been in. John's been working hard. Oh, what a team effort today.
Absolute team, yeah.
Team effort.
Dream team.
Hashtag team. Have a brilliant day tomorrow. I will see you on Thursday with Debbie. Make sure you join Sheena, and I can't get Zig and Zag out of my mind now. Make sure you join Sheena and Leanne, Zig and Zag, Waldorf and Statler, tomorrow morning from 11 on Wake Up Call. It's going to be a fantastic day, and don't forget to keep shopping the web. I've not even hardly mentioned it today because it's been so busy with other stuff, but it's £10 Tuesday today as well. Those deals are there for you till midnight, so make sure you shop them. Have a brilliant rest of your Tuesday. See you Thursday. Bye.